Good morning, children. Today we are going to start a new chapter, Chemical Effect of Electric Current. In this chapter, we will learn about conductors and insulators, heating effect of electric current, magnetic effect of electric current, and chemical effect of electric current. What are conductors and insulators? You know that metals are good conductors of electricity due to the availability of free electrons in them as shown here. Place the copper metal between two terminals of an electric circuit. Copper ions have free electrons and they get aligned in the direction of current. These electrons conduct the electricity and bulb glows. Let us explain conductors and insulators with the help of an activity. Place zinc metal between two terminals of electric circuit. Then place silver metal between two terminals of electric circuit. Here you can observe that the bulb glows. This type of materials are called conductors. Metals are good conductors. In cases of polythene, sulfur and bromine solution placed between the two terminals of an electric circuit, then the bulb does not glow. This type of materials are called insulators. So non-metals are insulators. Take a torch bulb and join one of its free ends with a tester using a wire. Join the other free end of bulb with an end of a battery and the other end of battery with the tester. This completes the circuit of the tester and the bulb should glow. If the bulb does not glow, it means that the tester is not working. Can you think of the possible reasons? Is it possible that the connections are loose or the bulb is fused or your cells are used up? Check that all the connections are tight. From this activity, we conclude that tester is conductor of electricity. Do liquids conduct electricity? Take some amount of water in a beaker and squeeze a lemon in it. And stir it well. Make an electric circuit as shown here. Immerse the free ends of wires in the beaker and observe. You can observe that the bulb glows. From this activity, we can conclude that water conducts electricity. Magnetic effect of electric current. Take the tray from inside a discarded matchbox. Wrap an electric wire a few times around the tray. Place a small compass needle inside it. Now connect one free end of the wire to the terminal of a battery. Leave the other end free. Take another piece of wire and connect it to the other terminal of the battery. Join the free ends of two wires momentarily. You can observe that the compass needle gets deflected. Now place a tester on the two free ends of the wire. Then also you will observe that the compass needle is deflected by the tester. Now place lemon solution between the free ends of two wires momentarily and the compass needle gets deflected. From this activity we conclude that there is magnetic effect due to electric current. Take a beaker containing tap water and set up the apparatus as shown here. When current is applied, water is dissociated into hydrogen ions, that is H plus ions, and hydroxide ions, that is OH minus ions. These ions are free to move and conduct electricity. Thus the bulb glows. Similar experiment is performed with distilled water. It is observed that distilled water does not conduct electricity as no free ions are present. Take some distilled water in a beaker and make an electric circuit as shown here. Close the switch to complete the circuit. You can observe that the bulb does not glow. Now dissolve a pinch of common salt in distilled water. Again test. What do you observe this time? You find that bulb glows due to free ions in the solution. Take 3 beakers containing distilled water and label them as A, B and C. Add a pinch of sugar in beaker A. Now add salt in beaker B and sodium hydroxide in beaker C. Test which solution conducts electricity and which does not. It is observed that salt and sodium hydroxide solution conduct electricity and the bulb glows in both the cases. Sodium hydroxide is a base. Sugar solution does not conduct electricity and so bulb does not glow. From this activity, it is concluded that only those solutions conduct electricity that furnish ions. Let us do an activity about conduction of electricity in strong and weak acids. Set up an electric circuit as shown here. When current is applied in HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, the bulb glows due to the availability of more ions per unit volume. You know that hydrochloric acid is a strong acid. But in case of acetic acid, the bulb glows with low intensity because of low furnish of ions per unit volume. Acetic acid is a weak acid. Distilled water is a bad conductor of electric current. When sodium chloride is poured in distilled water, it dissociates into sodium ion, that is Na plus ion, and chloride ion, that is Cl minus ions. When the circuit is completed now, the bulb glows. This indicates that in liquids, conduction of electricity occurs by ions. Acid, bases and salts are good conductors of electricity.